live. Welcome to D&D with me.
You're
Shit.
Squee.
He started
You
it.
nailed it. You nailed it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're nailing it.
Mindimax 20 is here. And we go.
Yeah, welcome all to Mindimax 20. Like my co-host here said. Tonight, not tonight, afternoon. Yeah, we were just live. We just concluded the arc of Graveblade, Inquisition, Strike Team Stray. This music is beyond loud. That's probably why I'm yelling right now. Let me switch it to some other tunes. All right. So, yeah, we already finished episode 8, which is the final episode of our Graveblade, Inquisition, Strike Team Stray arc. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to take some time to have a good time and just chat and wrap this arc up. Just ask some questions about one another's characters and DM questions and literally whatever you guys want. And then we'll just sign off and call it Gucci. So, what's up, guys?
I want to know what was behind the doors in the chest room.
You want to know what's behind the doors in the chest room?
Yo.
Literally, the only thing that was behind the doors in the chest rooms was just leading you into the labyrinth again, to the maze.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's underwhelming.
Yeah, that is
not like underwhelming, but I'm glad to know I didn't miss out on anything then.
Yeah, no.
I didn't explore that.
All I would have done is because there was ways you guys could have found the treasure room by just navigating the maze itself, and then there's obviously other things itself. However, to do that would have been extremely complicated because it was obviously a lot of those paths were embedded deep into the maze, so it was more just like luck if you would have found those.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you would have just been out into the network again and just doing your thing. So.
See.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
And how many like other set pieces were there in the maze? Because there was like just the puzzle room, wasn't it?
No, so there was a lot. You guys could have done. There was a couple different rooms, like dead ends, that had teleporters to one of the exits. There was actually a whole nother puzzle room that you guys could have found. There were some dead ends, and so there wasn't like in terms of depth, there wasn't a whole, or in terms of like expansion across the entire thing, it wasn't like a bunch, but it was just a matter of how you guys navigated it and circumvented things to get there, and so yeah.
Okay.
What about like the gladiator arena? What if we went like? Would that have been a whole new arc?
Gladiator arena? Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that I was like kind of hoping you guys would steer a little bit away from just because of Suvetha. However, yeah, that could have been an option. I was not going to be prepared for that option. I would have had to make a lot of shit up, but it was. I assumed that it was going to be pretty linear, especially with Tiberius being as kind of as forceful as he was with continuing on. Yeah. So I would say that was it was an option though. I mean, if you guys wanted to pursue that, obviously I was just gambling all my life and everything on that on the other route, but
Fair.
But no, I mean the Dread Arena, that's definitely something maybe going forward or something that goes back. The Dread Labyrinth is something that I think could be revisited too. Yep, I kind of wasn't really entirely sure what I was going to do with the catacombs immediately. And then I just ended up building it out as you guys started getting closer and closer into it. So I was like, this seems dope. Also, I got inspiration from the Folding Halls of Halas from Critical Role.
Oh yeah, the Happy Time Fun Ball.
Yeah, that was kind of some inspiration for that. I think there's a lot of fun when you just like have a dungeon that literally is just like from a powerful it's a powerful entity that makes it. And you just go wherever you just create whatever you want. So. The Dread Labyrinth could be something that the Strike Team or the Inquisition could go and pursue again, or it could be maybe we follow other characters. Maybe they run into it. It's just a kind of a cool set piece that we can use later on for whatever.
Nice.
In terms of rewards, though, there was a couple of different rewards you guys could have gotten. So you guys could have either rolled a 1 on the D4 and got mimics. You could have rolled a 2, which was wealth, 3, which was potions, and 4, which was a magical item.
Oh.
Ooh. Did I roll a D4 with that chest? Is that what I did?
Yeah, you rolled a D4 and you got 2, which was wealth.
What do we got in the DLC shop?
The DLC shop? Hey, come back in 2024, baby. Do you want me to? I don't really want to like reveal. I guess you guys want to know what kind of items.
No. Don't reveal all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need intricate details.
Yeah.
All I want to know is the stat lineup for Davy Jones.
Bro, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Let's see
Okay,
his stats.
yes, dude. First of all, if you guys would have fought Tengoru, I didn't make him stats, so that would have been just shit show. Because if I don't make him stats, he's not. His intention is not to die. He's an incredibly powerful entity. My thing is I didn't make him stats, one, because there was actually other options as to what was going to happen. Obviously, if you guys would have fought him, I would have been like, okay, let's go to break, and I would have made something up real quick. I would have probably, I probably would have generated some stuff. But my intention was gonna. So there was three options. Wait, was it three options? Yeah, there was three options. There was one, you guys negotiate something. I wasn't entirely sure what you could negotiate. I kind of forgot about Dallin, your motive energy.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about that in terms of like, okay, I was like, they could maybe gamble. Part of me, dude, I'm not gonna lie. The thought crossed my mind of you guys being like, yo, take Suvetha. Like, I literally thought like that was.
That's what I said to Dolan. I was like, let's just give him the L. Who cares?
So
I just wasn't sure how much value he would hold.
None to me, so I don't blame you.
No, so that's kind of funny. I did think of that. I was like, well, we'll cross that bridge when we cross it. The second option, if you guys didn't offer anything of value, he had a champion, and I did make this person's stats. He had a champion in the shadows behind one of the pillars. And he was going to be like, oh, okay, you guys don't want to trade anything. Yeah, 1v1 my champion to the death, and then you guys can have it.
Damn, I wanted that option.
Yeah,
bro.
and so I literally, dude, in my mind, I was like, there's no way they don't choose Valdis. And so I made a creature that could have 1v1 Brother Valdis, and it would have been kind of strong.
I still play the evil end.
And then obviously option 3 was you fight Tengoru, but also in the same token, like, I mentioned one of his champions. That was one of his individuals. So, like, it wasn't like I didn't make Tengoru stats out of laziness. It was like the amount of power he held within an immediate reactionary thing. And then, like, the champions he could have summoned forth into his halls, you guys would have got fucking annihilated.
Cap.
That'd have been sick.
So what happened to Suvetha?
What? Oh, what happened to Suvetha? I don't want to get too much into it because I mean, Eric seems pretty hell bent on killing him, so I don't want to like allude to anything. Let's just say, I mean, I don't want to. I think that's a good open-ended thing because I feel like it's kind of. I don't want to
leave it.
I don't
leave it. I'll find them. We'll find out.
Leave it. I'll be back.
So, but no, I actually wrote up I wrote up stats for a champion. But I won't obviously just stat dump what it was. But I will send in the Discord what you would have fought had you guys had to 1v1. Because I think that's pretty interesting. It could have, you guys could speculate. Where is it? Did I delete it? I might have deleted it because you guys didn't actually face off. I was actually really hoping you guys would have fought. And the reason, I mean, I was expecting that too because I was just like, I don't know what you guys would have traded, but then Dallin, you whipped out the orb,
the thing,
and that was super good. Can I might okay. Hold on. Sorry, just give me a second.
Are you telling me I had the opportunity of the 1v1 and I didn't fucking take it?
Damn, bro.
To be fair, you didn't know.
Telling me the One Piece is real and we didn't find it.
You didn't know. You didn't know. I figured if you knew, you probably would have. You would have. There it is.
They're gonna add the One Piece update to.
Yeah, they're adding the One Piece to Fortnite.
Oh shit! That dude. There's like.
Isn't he already in Fortnite?
Oh no.
That
Piece
here.
I just whatever his name is.
His name is One Piece de Luffy.
One Piece to Luffy.
Yeah, that's
One Piece the monkey.
That's what the champion looked like. It would have been pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been pretty dope. So
what the hell?
Damn, that would have been a cool fight.
Yeah, y'all would have been able to cheer. I was like, okay, so there's gonna be a 1v1. Then I was like, I already know Corey or Tiberius are gonna probably cast spells and try to do some crazy shit, and that would have been a whole nother thing to try to like support your homie. If things would have got weird, then that would have procced some other stuff. So I will say, like, there's a couple different options you guys could have navigated.
It was easy because it says to the death, but then he just revives me, so technically it's not out of the rules.
It would have been interesting. He would have been difficult, but I was calculating some things. for your stat lineup. So I feel like it could have.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, might have seen that art before.
Hell yeah. Well, now it's real life. So.
No, you've never seen it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna jump into it. I know you probably want to know what the mode of energy did. The mode of energy. So the fact you didn't roll hard enough on Arcana, and it's kind of an open-ended thing. But I figured that since where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm not going to reveal too much about this, but let's just say it's very powerful. The fact that you don't necessarily know how to harness it and you didn't roll high enough, it would have been kind of difficult for you to do anything outside of the realms of this, but I don't want it to it would have been kind of strictly into a randomized kind of effect, only because you didn't really know what it was. It would have been hard to harness, but I would have allowed you to at least channel it in some way. So there would have been 6 options. You want me to read all of them?
Sure.
All right, the mote's powerful energy surges into the creature, bolstering their constitution. The creature gains 2d10 plus 5 to their maximum hit points, permanently.
What?
The mote turns.
It just consumes it?
Yeah, it goes within you. It would have went within you. The mote turns a dark black and randomly lurches out to a creature within 60 feet of it. Unless the only creature within range is the user, then it targets them. The mote manifests into the spell Power Word Kill. The mote's ancient and wild energy manifests itself into a strange sentient alien being. This creature is soulbound to the creature that created it. The mote surges into the creature and becomes a well of magical energy that they can tap into. The creature can cast 5 5th level spell and below, cast 5 5th level and below spells through this newfound well of energy. However, the spell that is created is random from the spell list of the selected spell level. So you would have rolled a D100 and we would just send a spell.
Holy shit, okay.
The mote enters into the mind of the creature, showing them ancient and overwhelming visions. From that point on, the creature is cursed, and the negative effects of the curse will continue to intensify as time goes on, and the curse roots itself within the creature. And then lastly, the mote manifests into the wish spell.
That'd have been wild.
Dang.
I was like, this man...
I wish for a battle tank? Shit.
Dude, you could have wished for the fuck you want. But yeah, it would have done one of those effects, and it would have been kind of insane. But like I said, that's just kind of like a random thing. That would have been it just was dependent. I mean, had you held on to it long enough and maybe got, I don't know. I'm sure the Inquisition probably wouldn't have given it back. So, but yeah, kind of cool.
Or you could have pocketed.
Hell yeah. And so, I don't even remember what I rolled, but if I'd rolled slightly higher, would I have just intuited that I would have been able to channel through it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 12 or something, and I was like, this thing's pretty intense. It's not really worth, it would not, a 12 is pretty low considering you had a really open ended, just kind of okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway, that was that. That was really cool. Hold on. Let me tell you what would have happened if you guys would have fucked it up. Okay, so if the skill challenge has failed, the structure and all of its runes begin to glow purple, slowly increasing in intensity. After 10 seconds of this, a 100-foot radius blast emits from the monolith. All creatures must make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, take 66 psychic damage, and become blinded for an hour. All creatures that must then make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw are aged 5 years.
Goddamn.
Damn.
Yep. Tiberius, not only insane, but also blind, would have been kind of insane.
Yeah.
You were close, though.
I kind of wish that the Basilisk would have
fucked up,
woken up earlier.
Fucked around and find out. Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, these guys probably had the tools to sneak through, but I was like, if they just want to kill it, cool. I made up stats for that. That would have been a fun fight, actually. That would have been pretty intense, though, because things could have went really wrong really quick. But I figured, this is what kind of cracks me up, is that this man, Tiberius, is so, insanely concerned about Suvetha when, you guys could have, but not, the dog that was killing people in a chamber somewhere, I figured,
Why didn't you 1v1 that shit?
What dog?
The Basilisk, the lizard. I figured, honestly, I was like...
Look, I wasn't so bent on killing him. It was mostly just he's going to, because the whole idea was he's gonna go find, and I feel like throughout the campaign, if you really look at my behavior, it's pretty sympathetic toward him. And so my whole idea was, okay, so he's gonna lead us to the artifact, and then it's not in the cards for him, basically. I just wanted them to I just want the artifact that he's looking for. That's all I am not like killing him because of who he is. I just wanted him for the artifact that he's trying to
And
find.
then you were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
You're
Because-
simp-
but it's not- I'm not
Is
just
it
coming back and killing him.
is this so he would not suffer the same fate as you currently have an existential crisis every day?
Sure, but like mostly it's just like I want the artifact that he's gonna find.
No,
I want to bring it back
You want the necklace?
to the Inquisition.
Yeah, you wanted bonus points. You're like, sorry, kid.
Oh, by the
Wow.
way, you guys were paid additional funds, Inquisition credits and money when for bringing back the samples and the automaton. By the way, that was factored in.
Oh, nice.
You guys were
Okay.
only going to get 1,000 and 100 credits, and then you got 1,500 and 200 Inquisition credits for your additional efforts.
Oh, yeah.
How much would we have gotten if we brought back both the moat and the
Yeah,
artifact?
If you would have brought back the moat and handed it over, I mean, that would have been crazy. I mean, it just would have depended because I mean, the Inquisition isn't too familiar though either. So it probably maybe over time they might have given you like they would have gave you a certain amount, but then they would have had to figure out what it was over time.
They would have opened that shit power word kill, bro, and it kills them man after.
It just kills the Inquisition head leader.
Or whatever poor researcher is on it.
Yeah,
I would have killed Wubbo.
Quibbies.
Quibs.
Squubbos.
Quibs. No, it would have been the researcher Quibs. Quibsy.
Don't say.
Quibbid libidi bobbidi boop.
All you're saying is that Suvetha should die, bro.
I'm saying you should.
This man said arc wrap up. This guy deserves to fucking die.
I'm saying you should.
All right, what
Dude,
else?
when
What
that-
else? Anything?
When
Yeah.
that guy's when he's finally on the material plane with his family, sucks for him.
Bro, I want to know.
What's that lineup?
I want to know if Valdis was considering getting his quote unquote life back.
But what life, dude? What is a life if you don't remember it?
True.
What would he do, bro? He'd just be sitting
I
there
don't know.
gubbing out
Just
cheeseburgers.
slurping Five Guys down in the local shit market.
I don't know, bro. We'll see.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is I wanted to leave some of the stuff kind of open ended because I just feel like if we kick back, if Strike Team Stray opens back up, I needed some plot threads to tug at to jump us back in. One being the psych evaluation of Tiberius Orden.
You're telling me.
He's gonna wake up in a straitjacket day one.
Yeah.
You're telling me the Brainiac, the squid guy, he's stronger than he is dexterous?
Who?
That's kind of
what I
wild.
sent?
By old 10. Oh, no, that's you. Oh,
Wait, what do you-
No,
wait,
that
what-
was me.
ChatGPT did.
That wasn't official.
What the
no.
hell?
What do you
fuck
send?
doing? Bro, look and chatting.
What did you send? God of the Deep. Oh, is that what you found from?
This is what ChatGPT spit out based on my.
1,000 health. What the hell?
We weren't killing him
Plus
based on my
15
estimation.
strength
This
saving
man's-
throw.
I like how it's like whole numbers too. I like how its swim speed is just insane. Hey, it's
base 5.
Hey, fly speed's pretty good though. But yeah, I like how everything's like 30, 20, 30, 25, 25, 30. That's
Bro,
funny.
we had no chance.
This man has one a day wish. He just wished you guys were all dead. He just would have.
He already used his wish for breakfast. He didn't realize it'd be a big day.
The god. This
Would've
is,
been safe.
bro. This is like some shit that some DMs literally create just to like stroke themselves off. Like I'm not even kidding.
This seems like some 5 upvote monster on D&D Beyond.
Dude, 5 downvote.
And like 20
500.
downvotes.
Yeah, 500 downvote.
I'm just gonna start pumping chat.
No, there's definitely
monsters up there.
It just start that's you get literally nothing from that corner.
I want upvotes, dude.
Hey,
want your-
I'll
your
go to
Reddit
sleep
gold.
happy.
why
Yeah.
why did you take so long to remove the poison from Tabex?
It didn't impact anything. It was just a -2. So I was just chilling. And I thought
Oh,
we'd be
nice.
getting
Here's
more
a
fights. I used
decent
a
amount.
4th of my spell slots.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I will say that's a good point you mentioned. So there was a couple fights in the beginning, right? And obviously there was multiple options of fighting within the Dread Labyrinth. But part of me, like, I really kind of wanted to expand it a little bit because I did feel like, I'm trying to, in some of my recent games I've been playing over the last couple of months, I kind of I want to expand a little bit, like puzzles, right? I think puzzles can be really cool. I think it'd be a lot of fun for certain, as long as people aren't losing their mind. I think those can be a lot of fun as long as they're well thought through and actually solvable in some capacity. And then obviously alter or different circumstances that don't always result in a 1v1 or in a fight, because I was like, oh, they can just fight Tengoru, but then I'm like, that's kind of shallow. I think there's times for fighting and times for ferocity when it comes to creatures, but I think that a creature like that,
the way I see it is there's not enough 1v1s.
Yeah. Well, no. That's another thing too. Is I don't think I've done in my whole D&D time did a 1v1, and that wasn't a player on a player. I would say I like to specify. So there's that. So.
But yeah, I would have used it earlier.
I literally dream of the 1v1. I mean, max every character.
Dude, you were so close, bro. If Tiberius had his way, you would have been fighting for your life, my boy.
Valdis wants the 1v1 until he's like, I hit him. Okay, he hits me. I hit him. I end my turn.
Oh, I would have walked right up there, whipped up the Gatling gun, unmissable, unload 54 rounds of depleted uranium.
You would have had to reload, but yeah. Hey, that natural 20 was so clutch though on repairing the automaton. I was like, these motherfuckers are gonna be slugging slew, dude. You guys would be slugging so hard with that robot in tow. Unless Tiberius. I mean, Tiberius did make some good points though, of not wanting to drag that shit all the way. But I think that you clutched it for sure.
Yeah.
I got a surge crystal for you.
This man said, "No, you're not getting my ammunition."
He was gonna give you one. He was gonna be a nice captain.
This man pulled out the
one. One whole surge crystal to my face.
Yeah. Damn. That was good
Again.
though.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the kind of the mixture? Obviously the region you guys were in or the city you guys were in and kind of the splicing between technology and still fantasy. How do you think that was portrayed? I'm curious just because that was my first attempt. Because me and Todd have been talking for a while about a Warhammer kind of vibe. 440k vibe kind of D&D where you guys would basically an order the Inquisition, which I basically I made it now, but we've been talking about that for a while where you just basically have the Inquisition, the order, and then you just do missions into Shadowfell or Shadefall or one of the other planes of existence. So I'm just curious.
I mean, the Inquisition's the logical conclusion of a fantasy setting where magic gets turned into science and everyone just starts figuring everything out.
Yeah, things just start because the realms of reality starts shaking.
Yeah, it's no longer magic; it's just science at this point.
Yeah, it's just
indoor plumbing. That is the.
There's indoor plumbing.
That is the epitome of. That's how you know you made it.
Dude, you guys had it in your rooms. You guys had it. Really, you guys? Really, there's just a bunch of clerics in the back room where druids creating and destroying water as you guys are bathing.
Cool. I think it's a cool setting.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty neat setting.
What I would also like to dabble in too is maybe you guys going upstairs and navigating the streets of Magdomus, bro. Because it's kind of wasn't super articulated on, but essentially it's Hive City, in some capacity from Warhammer, but literally it's just a multi-tiered, just elevating kind of into the sky city. You guys are at the base level where the dregs and the pores are. But obviously, the reason why it's there is because it's inconspicuous. No one's gonna assume. Plus, you can't really dig a bunker when you're in the air. So, but I think that because you guys aren't locked into the bunker, so that's why I think it'd be kind of cool if maybe because you guys do operate not only in Shadefall, but you guys would operate. There's been instances where maybe you have to deliver something to a client, or maybe just do some other stuff. So. What the fuck are you smiling about, bro? What are you smiling at over there, Schleemer?
Yeah, there's nothing to be happy about here.
Nathan sent the visuals and graphics.
What are you sending? I'm just
saying.
Oh, the dude who just the Glissy Gladiator, dude, 10,000. Hold on, let me put it on the stream. This guy's
hell yeah,
gobbler, bro.
Dude, he's annihilating them glizzies.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking.
I love
What is in his
I love that
arm? Is that a
video.
tattoo, or is that like a? I don't know what that is. I don't know what he's got going on.
I would assume it's a tattoo.
Oh God.
Oh, gun, bro. No, I think it's
What
cool.
else?
All the war gear was sick. Be cool to play with one more person. Fill that one spot.
I was
dude.
gonna say there's still one slot. Well, it might be two depending on if Tiberius gets fired, but there's at least one spot on
Yeah, bro. I wonder if anyone had that on their Arc bingo card.
Tiberius getting executed in the middle of the bunker.
In hand, bro. No, I said carefully the hero.
Say careful, he's a hero.
Yeah, I didn't say didn't say put him in a clank.
No, I know.
Just said,
No, I know. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you didn't say clap him in irons.
Sven said arrest him. No, I did. Well, actually, Connor, if you ever watched this, that spot was for Connor, depending on whether he was gonna play or not, and he didn't, so the spot was never
Oh,
filled.
okay.
But that makes it so at least the next go, you guys can there can be an addition if we wanted to get a fifth in there. So, what is it? What am I listening to? Oh yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
What?
Yup.
Let's see.
For
Well,
the-
the problem is like you want to know everything about it, but like yeah, if we're trying to leave it open ended,
bro, just ask me, bro, and then I'll let you know. You ask all the questions you ever wanted. Bro.
describe every room in the labyrinth.
What
Who
killed the
created
crows?
labyrinth? Why is it there?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Just thinking that.
So I mean, I will say this. So I can
Wait, I have a question.
Ori
Spellback.
killed the crows.
I have a question. What were the point of the Kenkus?
Oh, the Kenkus? No. So that's actually okay. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Would
Right?
they have snuck up on us if that guardian wasn't there?
It's just, I mean, so those individuals, they were native. That you deduced they were native to Shadefall. Their intention, what they had heard about some sort of underground labyrinth of some sort, and so they had heard, and where they were located, they obviously weren't necessarily living in the Festering Woods, but they're kind of similar to you, where they're trekking through and trying to, find something. Or find the entrance to one of the entrances to this labyrinth, and so they were gonna go down. They tried the door. That's why there was some pieces shifted because they tried the door, but they weren't gonna just bust it down. So they ended up climbing through one of the windows, and then they saw Tabix's Guardian of Faith. The Guardian of Faith was just standing there menacingly. But they were like, okay, maybe we can get by. And as soon as they tried to get by, they just got their shit absolutely fucking rocked. They tried to fight, but that thing does mad damage. And those guys were obviously not mad crazy levels. So one of them got annihilated. The other one got heavily injured. The damage of the spell ran out, and that's what the other one went upstairs and tried to. So I would say that the one that got injured fled upstairs. The other one got smited, and then the other one bled out. So,
Damn.
and then got his head inevitably deleted.
Ori killed the most innocents in this whole run. Then
They were gonna come kill us.
Hey,
Were
and
they
it's
evil?
Unfair. There were only so many innocents.
were they evil? I mean, it's like I said.
they were literally.
Listen, after what Tiberius is saying, I guess evil and good is a spectrum, and you get clap out either way.
You know what they were? They were two more statues for the basilisk room.
Exactly.
That's exactly what. That's what.
so they
I
tried to
saved
walk
them from their fate.
their Guardian. I just murked their shit on sight.
I mean, you protected.
Two bird people. Like imagine these two bird people walk up in this night. It's like a ghost, and I just insta kill. Like, imagine this is your best friend from life, and this gets instant killed.
I think it's impressive that they both died to a stationary guardian.
It occupies.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
Bro,
it's a fourth level spell. I think it's 60 damage it can do before it leaves, and that's quite a bit of damage depending on the creatures that are getting sundered.
yeah, guys has a sword. This gets slit right through. Other homie bleeds out. Why did you come here?
Yeah, so it does mention hostile to you. I will say there was some leeway though, because you had it posted, you had it guarding the entrance, and the fact that they wanted to go past it, like that's the reason why they even entered in, was they were like, oh, it seems like it's just chilling. Like let's just run the gamble. And then they were like, it didn't do anything. And then they're like, all right, let's go downstairs. And then they got cleavoed.
They did not hit their parlay, as some would say. And they were executed for it. Tragic. Yeah, they're sitting there going, "Oh my God, why did we choose to come here?"
I'm just delivering justice.
And then their bodies will absolutely defiled by by other individuals of the party.
By some justice
guys.
bringers.
These guys.
By the Justice League.
On the off day that they were gonna come back as zombies, you know what? I think it was worth it.
Yeah, you never know in Shadefall.
Dude,
you never know, bro.
I will say though, another clutch thing. Like that's the thing is like the amount of time. Like the reason why we're even finishing tonight or today is because literally of the way everything went down with the Basilisk and the Halls of Tengoru. Because literally like you guys could have made the trade, but he was just gonna be like, okay, see ya, like bye. And then you guys would have to make your way back through. But Dallin was like, yo, can you TP us back to fucking Lumbridge, please? I don't want to be here anymore.
/home.
Back to the boat.
And I was already thinking, I was like, it's going to be quite the interesting experience making their way back through. But
We would have went a different way, added 10 more sessions.
yeah, that's true. There was other doors to all this. You did see that one door that led into another.
We could have went all the way to the end of the hall.
Yeah, who
Could
knows?
have just stayed.
Yeah, we're gonna live with. I know what. Wait, what was it? I'll live with you as Donkey. I got an idea. I'll live with you.
We'll be your servants.
Shit, then Goru might have liked that. I don't know. Never came up.
What was the other puzzle?
The other puzzle, I will say this. I won't tell you how you would have completed it because you just never know. But it was gonna be there's like a dog-headed kind of statue in the middle of this large hexagonal room, and it basically had its hands out kind of in a certain kind of configuration, and there's a bull underneath it, and that would have been the puzzle, and you would have had to figure out what you needed to do. To
Would have hit it with that.
his blow a statue. Just blow it up. That would have been interesting, but I was actually really surprised that Tavix you not. I mean, I wouldn't say I was surprised, but like, I mean, the fact that everyone like there's a couple of people like they're like I could tell like Todd and Dallin and Eric their minds were exploding, and then you just like you're like let me tell you something.
I like the puzzle.
The way you explained it, dude, I felt like Captain Tiberius sitting in the briefing room.
On the verge.
Which puzzle would you consider the more difficult?
I feel like it just depends. I feel like the dog one would have been more interpretive, and you would have had to try more things. I feel like the other one was pretty clear cut as long as you you're understanding what it was asking you to do.
Yeah, I missed like the 8 part of that. Of the puzzle, like where there are the 8 sections. I didn't like make the connection. I don't know why. The rest of it.
Yeah, it was like the water had different segments. You had to move it into certain thresholds and stuff. Yeah.
Well, for a minute, I was just gonna ignore the puzzle and flood the room and hope that worked.
So I got an idea.
But then it clicked. I was like, oh wait, this is like solvable.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Maybe I should have flooded it. I don't know.
I mean, you fell into the flooded floor.
True.
Okay, hold on. You guys, okay, I have some questions, bro. Why the fuck did you, why did you just go through that portal, Tiberius? Why was there, like, you guys were so cautious, and then you found all this loot, you fell into the room and just left. Explain to me what the...
I am bitch made.
That's,
I am not bitch made / bro, we're getting paid anyways. We have to show all the loot anyways to our.
Yeah, why'd you instantly leave?
I was gonna say the loot. You could have been like, okay, whatever. But you like went through you just gambled your. That thing could have been like that. Could have sent you to the mob grinder.
If you learn anything about Captain Tiberius, he ain't no bitch. He pulls up.
Hey, good to know. Next
Going to the psych ward.
Next.
Stands on business. He stands on his business.
Bro, the I know it wasn't caught on stream, which is unfortunate, but the heat between Dallin and Tiberius was pretty. That's pretty strange.
I wish I could have seen it.
Yeah, it's so tragic that
Nathan
got
came back.
lost.
Yeah,
he
you guys.
was like, you have to go watch it.
And then it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It does suck. But no, I just thought that like there was those points of contention were interesting. I feel like there was. I was curious how far the party would go. In terms of like what that, because Tiberius was unhinged pretty early on and just slowly devolved. So I was just curious as to how long it would have went before someone was like, "Hey, you should probably fucking knock it off." And then he cast Confusion. So man cast Confusion on Suvetha, which actually was kind of a turning point for Suvetha a little bit too. Because Suvetha was pretty trusting in some regard, but then as soon as that interaction happened, Suvetha was kind of like, yeah, okay, fuck these guys. At least on the undertone. That's why he wasn't so keen on. I know you made eye contact with him, Brother Valdis, in the halls, but like he really wasn't like you didn't say anything. He wasn't just gonna like he was looking at you guys to see if there was any sort of like resistance of him leaving, and then when there like immediately really wasn't, he was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna at least risk it all. Suvetha was like Tiberius, bro. He's not a bitch. He risked it all for what he wanted.
Stands on business.
What is that?
So he stands on business.
He stands on all his homies. All the homies.
The homie corpse.
A homie stander.
Love the
Oh.
homies.
The home invader.
He's a
think-
home invader.
We should implement seed eaters into the next arc.
Weed
Seed?
eaters?
See, you mean Kush?
Seed eaters.
You mean Kush?
Yeah.
You mean
So we can't all go
Oh.
back.
yeah? You want? I'm not gonna lie. I really thought about like the thing is this is obviously like the first arc that is within this kind of realm and setting. So like, don't let this necessarily be like the tone per se. Like there were certain things that I was like, the Festering Woods is pretty obviously uninhabitable by a lot of shit because of just the toxicity, which you guys experienced in more ways than one. And so there was many times where I'm like, oh, I should like make the drop pod be gone or something, or just like do some crazy. But then I'm like, nah, for the setting that they're in, I can't. I should leave some fun things for later arcs when strike teams are truly getting eviscerated and dismembered, and there's actually more horrors of Shadefall can be unleashed. But this one was
When things go by the books.
yeah. I would say like, I mean, obviously there was some there was some equipment that wasn't necessarily outlined, but I would say, and especially for Valdis and Tiberius, this is definitely one of the more milder. I would say like in terms of like severity, some of the shit you saw was definitely unique, but I would say in terms of like overall like risk, this one was pretty low. Unless, you know, on a moment's notice that could have changed, but I'm talking about just like through and through.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your guys' abilities were pretty set, so.
On point.
Pretty slick. I really need to get a more coherent build. I had way too much shit that I could do, and I didn't get to do like any of it.
Like what specifically?
Let's see. So
React-
I had
Reactive Warding
like,
came in clutch.
it did. If you, oh yeah, I had probably 7 different reactions I could do.
Oh, I see.
I could impose disadvantage with protector, fighting style. I could use my shield or goddamn, what the hell?
Who says I can't read?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I had a bunch of bullshit I could do, and I don't know. I had to choose one thing, and usually there was one thing that was just better than the others.
Yeah, right. Where it's like you have an option, you have a platter of options, but then it's like, yeah, this one thing will outshine the rest.
Took no cold damage. Couldn't use my cold resist. I never used my commander strike for my fighting or.
I mean, I feel in some ways, you know, things were justified in a capacity because you guys obviously didn't know what was going to be thrown at you, so there had to be some sort of reservation. But then also there has to be a point where it's like you know, it's like in video games too. It's like at what point do you save it for later, or do you just need to like unleash it now to try to negate things for later? Also, it's like there's pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Only rage.
Is it just me or does Nathan's camera have a heartbeat?
Dude, it's freaky. It does. It's like pulsing. It's smashing.
I don't know what it is, but it's like boom.
Oh, I think
boom,
it's cause
boom.
I'm like pressing my keyboard and that's moving my desk slightly.
You're still doing it though. Are you doing anything right now?
Anyway,
Yeah. Pressing the space bar.
Nice. Are you? Oh, this man's gaming. This game's being a gamer. Well, yeah. Honestly,
No,
I mean,
just
we don't got. If everyone's got their questions satiated and curiosities, you know, good to go. We don't have to sit here and piddle paddle longer than we need to.
Oh yeah, I should probably go prep a little bit because mom's picking me up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll hop on off.
Theoretically, though, like, do you have to have the tokens in order to like change your loadout, or whatever? Or like, as long as they have the good gear in the bunker, are you allowed to like take it?
It's kind of just depends. It's like a merit system kind of. It just basically just like, you know, lets you. It gives you like. They're not going to deny you things necessarily, but there is certain expenditures. It's almost like the replacement of coin. You know, it's like you giving them credits and then they're footing the
Company
bill.
script.
Yeah, it's like they're footing the bill on certain things. If that makes sense. So yeah, you can make alterations. And that's what we're gonna do. And whenever we do another one of these Graveblade Inquisition things, like if it's with the same strike team, you guys can go ahead and take a little bit ahead of time and maybe either requisition some things or change your loadouts and make things a little different.
Cool.
Using your
Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. They seemed a little. I'm just saying they seem a little stingy on the respirators.
Well, they weren't entirely sure necessarily, and obviously you got to realize a lot of the technology, you know, it's a lot of it is revolutionary. It's not like they had 50 respirators. Like, I mean, that like, you know, they weren't just hoarding a whole box that said unused respirators, please use now, and then put it away. It's more like they already scavenged a couple extra from what they could.
Not good enough.
Yeah, I guess.
I agree.
I guess.
All right, I'm hopping off.
Wait, you're gonna mess up all my camis.
I guess I could just.
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, we can either end here. If everyone's good and content, or yeah, I would say.
so.
Unless there's anything you want to tell us.
No.
Any secrets you want to.
No, he doesn't want to tell us anything.
No, I think it's when what are you talking about? I revealed a chunk. Oh, you did ask real quick. You did ask about the labyrinth and what it was. So they did allude. Tengoru did allude to the fact that he was obviously some sort of treasure keeper for the individual known as Kelvakrin. And so I would just like I won't allude to too much, but obviously you did know that the Kelvakrin was an individual of some sort, and that Tengoru was under the service of this individual, and so that just kind of gives you some understanding as to how and what. And obviously he referenced the dog, so he was aware of the basilisk. So it's just kind of those interconnectory things that you can't really understand at the moment, but they at least are connected in some capacity. So,
Interesting.
but with that, I will say that I think it answers some burning questions. It was a good time. I would just like to say thank you to all my players for jumping in, running another arc with me, letting me DM, let me do something that I freaking love to do, tell stories as you guys, live among them, derail them as Tiberius constantly was screaming, and you guys interacting amongst each other. And honestly, it was a good time.
Among who?
Shout out to old Eric for jumping in with us after it had been a while.
Yeah.
First time back into it. This man truly left nothing on the table, man. He truly came in, did what he had to do.
Yeah, he needs to do the SpongeBob thing where he sticks his hand out on camera.
I came to see Among Us.
He is the original D&D character.
He is one of them. Yep.
The one and only.
Back when we first started,
The Thalon Cross.
the Thalon Cross. Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. There will be a time you'll be able to play Thalon again, my boy. He is not gone.
Pirate Hookman.
Whenever that arc happens,
Technically, if you put
Thalon is not a man. He's a force of nature.
In Shadow Realm,
What'd you say?
we actually saw that guy.
isn't Connor's character like stuck in the Shadow Realm or something?
Actually, there was some story progression actually with Bloodgram being in Shadefall and all of that in the Frost Trail arc. So
Yeah.
there was some connections.
together.
Essentially, Connor's character in the Frost Trail basically was gathering things for Bloodgram to become unbound and hopefully maybe have some freedom.
Connor's actually Suvetha?
Dude.
Damn.
Hey.
Good thing we left him.
Hey.
Yeah, good thing we left.
Hell yeah. Well, anyway.
Thalon Cross is probably now like the king of the land, the robber baron of the land.
He's the,
Hey,
he's the oil baron.
we'll find out one day. But until that day comes, hey, thank you everyone so much for tagging along with us for this arc and just hanging out and supporting the channel. You know, being real ones. This will be the last stream of 2023. We're gonna take a little hiatus. Tavern Side Talks already obviously ended, and then we're gonna go ahead and conclude it with this wrap up for our Graveblade Inquisition arc. But it's been a hell of a year. We started actually streaming. I don't want to say full time, but we started streaming consistently this year. Made some decent headway, and hopefully 2024 we will continue to push out content. Hopefully we will continue to grow the channel, the community, and it'll be a good time. And I'm pretty sure, no spoilers, but I think Nathan might be on deck for the DMing seat next. So we'll have
That should be fun.
you'll have to dust off the old books and
The old chops.
and see how his imagination runs wild. But until then, we will obviously be posting any updates and scheduling stuff and anything going into the new year and whatnot on our YouTube channel. And so just keep an eye out for that. But until next year and until we see you all again live doing D&D, we hope you all have a good rest of your day. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's, and we will catch you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.